So basically with this one, what we're going to do is, with the shoulder massage, you're basically you're going to be squeezing. So there are different types of massage techniques that I'll show you. So you're basically just going to start, and you're going to just be squeezing. And what you're going to do is you're going to make small circles with your thumbs, like this. So as you squeeze, then you're going to make circles. Actually, I'll have you turn so that your back is facing everyone. Yeah, so you can just that way. So basically you're going to squeeze and you're making small circles with your thumbs. And so you're just making small circles with your thumbs. And then you're just going to squeeze down the shoulders. So you're just using like a pincher kind of motion, like this.
Do you move up and down the shoulder?
Yeah, so you're going to start in the middle, over here, and then you're going to come down the sides of the shoulders. So, then starting with small circles, and then coming down the sides. For those who aren't paired up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate through so each of you guys can be my guinea pig. So, sorry, Cassidy, I'm gonna demonstrate on the next person. So yeah, I'll have Trisha come up and then yeah. Actually, we'll have you stay paired up for all of the different ones. I'm going to go through several ones, and then afterwards we'll have you switch. So, yeah. So I'm going to go through several ones that you'll practice all of them, and then at the end I'll have you switch, and then we'll go through them.
I might give a good
What kind of speed do you go? How fast or how slow?
Well, I mean, generally, you want to go not too fast. So you can see the speed that I'm going right now. So small circle.
I wish I can feel that. Yeah, Dr.
So yeah, so small circles, and then squeezing down to the sides. Small circles. Squeezing down. So the next technique that I'm going to show you is you're going to be doing small circles, but you're basically going to be going down the midline. So I'm doing small circles, and then you're moving all the way down. And you don't want to go right on the spine because it can hurt if you're pressing on bone. So what you want to do is you want to feel where the spine is, and then you're pressing right on the sides. So right just off of the bone. Yeah? So it's going to be small circles. And you're just doing that. The circles are going out this way. And then you're working down the back.
How much pressure do you apply?
So you want it to be fairly firm. This is a little bit easier if someone is lying down. We don't have the capacity to do that. But you can see that, when I'm pressing, that Trisha's leaning forward a little bit. And some of that depends on the person. If you have someone who's really sensitive, they may not want a lot of pressure. If you have someone who is, who likes a lot of deep pressure, then they might want it deeper. So you can just ask the person that you're working on.
How much pain can you take?
Okay, next person. Maybe you want to come on up? So these are, I'll let you know when to switch because we're going to go over several ones. This one is the karate chop. Okay, so most of you know this. So the key for this is that you want to keep your wrists nice and loose. And so it's like an alternating, yeah. So you want to make sure that you're not doing it with your whole hand, because then that can lead to tension in your neck and shoulders. So all you're doing is you're just doing this with your hands, but you're keeping your wrists nice and loose, okay? And then what we're doing is you're going to do it on the person, so you're going to be doing alternating. So you're going to doing the karate chop on their shoulders, working down. So you're going to come down the shoulders, and then you're going to go back towards the center.
Which part of the hand is the actual contact point?
It's this part over
This
here.
part, okay.
Yeah. So this is the part that's contacting the shoulders. So you're going to start, close over here. Again, you don't want to do it on bone, but you're going to come over here, coming down the shoulders, and back up, and then coming down, and then back up. Coming down, and then back up, coming down, and then back up. And then now what you're going to do, so again, you want to keep it loose, so you want to keep it nice and loose, yeah. And you're basically, you're not trying to move your hands, you're just letting it fall with gravity. So you're just letting gravity go. And you can ask your partner, and then as you get faster, then you can go like, you can get a little faster. But again, you don't want to keep tension in, you're not trying to move it, you're just letting gravity you're just letting gravity just move it. And then what you're going to do, so you're going, starting at the middle part, and then working out, coming back in, coming out, coming back in. And then you're going to move down the side of the spine. Again, you don't want to go on the spine, but just right down the middle over there. So you're going to basically, you can see over here. Again, just keeping the wrists really loose. Yeah, so you're going to work down the spine, and then come back up.
Oops, do I hear a snore?
Work down. What's that? Work down, and then come back up. Down, and back up. Okay. It's right over here. Yeah, this part. Yeah. Rudy, do you want me to work on you, or?
Sure.
Okay, so for this next one.
Good job.
So this next one, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using this part of the hand over here, and this is the part that's going to contact the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to start basically over here. So again, it's off to the side, not on the bone. Yeah, off to the side, the spine. And so you're going to press in, and then you're going to turn your fist out. So it's press in, turn the fist out. Press in, turn the fist out. Press in, turn the fist out. What's that?
So counterclockwise on this side.
Yeah.
Clockwise on this side.
Yeah. So again, on the other side of the spine, you're going to press the fist, turn it out. Press the fist in, turn it out. Press, turn out.
That's good.
Turn out. And you can do both sides if you want at the same time. So you press, turn out, like that. Or you can do one side at a time.
And this is also done lying down too.
Yeah. You can do this line down. So again, so on either side of the spine, so you press in, turn out, press in, turn out. So that's that technique. And then we'll have you switch your partners. So
Thank Thank you very
Cassidy, you
much.
want to come back up again? I'll demonstrate So again, we'll go through those again. So basically with this one again, so we're starting over here, and then you're basically doing small circles coming out.
No, that's fine.
And
No,
then
no,
it's
no.
going to be coming out. So small circles. And then you're basically going to be squeezing down the shoulders like with a pincher grasp. Yeah. So you're using a pincher grasp, but you're also kind of pressing in with the thumbs, and then doing kind of a circular motion with it. So right over here, you're doing small circles, and then you come in, and you're gonna press and squeeze. So we talked about the circles over here, and then squeezing and coming down. Then you're going to be doing small circles,
まだクラスやってる最中
and
な
then
の
you're
で、
going to come down the back.
まさに
Again, you don't want to go on the spine, but just right next to it. And you don't want to press on the bone on the shoulder blade too. So it's going to be this part, the spine is over here and the shoulder blade is over here. So you're going to be going in this space right over here. And there are muscles that are right next to
こ
the
のフォーカス
spine.
は相手で4分間どっちだろう
So again, small circles. You're doing this motion, going outwards with the thumbs, and then you're moving down the spine.
だけど、B ナンバーが当たってるの見えない。
Small circles.
じゃあ、後でもう一回一緒に行こう。
Any questions about that one? And then, do you want to come up? This one. And then we're doing the karate chop. So I was explaining earlier, you just want to have your wrists be really loose, but you're trying to keep them straight, so your hands aren't kind of flopping all over, but because this is the part that's contacting the person. So you want it to be kind of straight rather than the hands kind of going all over like that. But you just want to keep your wrists loose so that you're just letting gravity come down. Rather than you're not trying to go like that or anything. So again, for this part, you're going to start at the base of the neck up here on the shoulders, and then you're going to move out, and then come back in, and then out, and come back in. And just keeping the wrists really loose. And then as you practice more, then you can start to get faster.
You're fast. It feels good.
But the key thing is that you want to not tighten yourself up. You just want to let your hands be really loose, let your wrists be.
This is another technique that can also be done with a patient lying down with a speaker.
Yeah, usually if someone is lying down, because then you're not going to be facing this usually I'll do it this way, like if a person is lying down, like in front of me,
I
and
see.
then I'll come down like that. So that the main part that's contacting over here is actually going to be this part, because it's a smaller area over here, you know, between the, because like I said, you don't want to hit on the bone, you don't want to hit on the scapula or on the spine, so you're trying to contact just right here. So usually what I'll do with that is, like if someone is lying down, then I'll just be trying to contact this part of the hand over here.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a vertical straddle on a patient that's laying down?
No,
Okay.
no. Yeah, it's just we don't have the capacity to have people
Yeah,
lie down
yeah.
over here, but, yeah. But if, you know, someone's lying down, that's something that you can do too. So, but we're sitting up. So again, you know, starting up here, and then moving out, moving back in. Moving out, moving back in. And then you're going to come down the middle part over here. So again, you're trying to contact that part that's between the spine and the shoulder blade. Yeah? So just letting your wrists be loose. And then you come down. And then back up the spine. Come down. Come down the spine. What's that? Any questions on that one?
How far down you go down?
You
Down
can
to the
go.
tailbone?
You wouldn't go all the way to the tailbone because the sacrum, because then you have the spine, and then the sacrum kind of comes out like this. You know, the sacrum is shaped like that. So if you're hitting right on the sacrum, then that can be kind of uncomfortable. So so you would basically go right up until, you know, you can go all the way down to the lower back, basically right up to the sacrum. But you just don't want to be going right on top of the bone. Let's see. And then, yeah, I guess Rudy, we can have you come up for this part again. So the last one is the part again where you're, you know, so you're using this part, this front part of your fist is the one that's contacting the person's back. Yeah. So it's actually this part. Yeah, so this part right over here. Yeah. So, yeah, so it's that part. So again, for this one, you know, you're pressing in and then you're pressing out. So press in and then press out. Press in and then press out. Same thing. Press in, out, in, out. And you can do both at the same time. Another one that I didn't go over, this is something that really works more only if the person's lying down. But if someone is lying down, you can also just have your hands on both sides of the spine, and then you're just pressing.
Is that an open palm or a closed fist?
Yes, an open.
Okay, okay.
Just pressing like that. Yeah. So that's something that generally works better if someone's lying down, but. Like something that I should have mentioned earlier too is that if you're doing a chair massage, you don't want to be going like this or leaning over because then that can hurt your back. So just taking like a straddle, and then if you're pressing, So you're straddling like this, so rather than, bending over like that. So you want to try to straddle and then just bend your knees so that you can get lower, so you don't have to bend over your back. Yeah. Are there any other questions about any of the massage techniques?
What about massaging front?
On the front? Yeah, I mean, that can be really helpful because most of us are like this, kind of opening up this area. As far as a chair massage, I mean, it can be helpful. One thing that you can do that's pretty simple is just using, actually, really, if you can turn around so that people so something that you can do is basically you have a pincher kind of a grasp, and what you're doing is with this part, you're massaging this, so helping pull it back.
Oh, okay.
And then in the meantime, you're pushing your thumbs in. So.
How do you apply that when the person's lying down on the stomach?
You would usually do a different technique if the
Okay.
person's lying down. Like if they're, if you're trying to work on this area, then often the person would be facing up.
Okay.
There's different massage techniques. Obviously, it's different with women if you have breasts, but you can just do, for example, like helping if the chest muscles are really tight, then you can. The pectoralis muscle basically comes around over here, and the insertion is basically right around here where it inserts and it attaches to the ligament attaches to the bone. So oftentimes this area tends to be really tight. So you can basically just use your thumb with a small circle, and then finding the basically this area, and then just massaging that area that tends to be pretty tight in a lot of people. This usually works better if the person's lying down face up and you're just working on that. But this area does tend to be tight. Yeah. So that's often one area that
I can apply that with my wife.
yeah. So, especially too, when women are breastfeeding or, if women have larger breasts, because of the weight, that area will tend to be pretty tight because of the weight of the breasts. And so, massaging that insertion can often feel really good. So.
That can be a self-massage?
Yeah, yeah, you can do it, finding, and in acupressure, Chinese medicine, they say areas where you have a point that feels really tender when you press on it, or that's really tight, is basically a point that usually needs to be pressed on. So it's a sign that there's just some imbalance over there. So. Okay. Any other, what time are we at right now? So there's no?
32.
Okay. So I think it's pretty much up, but we can do questions for just a little bit. So I mean, this is just any questions about the qigong exercises in general, or any questions, just about the questions in general too. So.
Is this something that you do every day, or do most people every other day, or what's the maximum benefit?
Yeah, I mean, you can start to, as far as the self-massage or the qigong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can do it every day, it's great. I mean, I'll often try to do some kind of simple qigong exercise every day, even if it's just as simple. It can be just as simple as standing up and just visualizing growing roots. Breathe in, breathe out. And just taking a few breaths like that. when you're lying down at night, you can also just visualize as you breathe in nourishing energy, and as you breathe out, just letting all of the tension, everything go out through the points at the bottom of your feet. You know?
What about toe massage?
Toe massage, yeah, you can definitely do that. I mean, that's actually part of the qigong massage that I teach with special needs children, but it's helpful for anyone. So, I mean, you can massage similar to the fingers. You know, you can massage down the sides of the toes. If there are areas where, like for example, a person's ticklish when you try to, when you try to massage their toes, you can. I'll just show myself. You can just grab all of the toes and just gently squeeze them if someone is ticklish when you try to massage their toes, and then just gently squeeze it that way. And usually that won't be ticklish for most people. In Chinese medicine, they say that when you have an area of the body that's ticklish, that's actually a sign that there's not enough circulation through that area. So doing more pressure, pressing into that area, either through self-massage or if you're giving the massage, can actually be helpful. Because in Chinese medicine, they say when you're pressing on the area, then that's actually bringing qi or energy circulation to that area.
So we signed up for the newsletter, and I'd like to just be sure. You're going to have the video up on your Facebook page and also your web page? Or?
Well, we'll see how much. I mean, we'll see how much we have, and
I personally want to be able to review it so that
right.
I can actually, apply it, to my wife and also my son too.
Yeah. So we'll probably post. We'll see, what portions we can put on, but it'll probably be short clips or portions.
Short-term memories.
So we'll probably post it on our Facebook page, and then I'll see if we can post it on our website too. So we'll send out a link probably once we have it up. We'll see how much we have to edit or things like that, but we'll probably send out a link on the website. There'll probably be a good email newsletter update topic is qigong exercises and doing that. So.
I can see a lot of benefit from that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just already felt just for those sessions, I can feel some of the energy just doing its work. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I find a lot of times when I'm doing acupuncture, things like that, it's like I really need to, to just ground my energy and just, kind of recenter. So I think for all of us it's important because, in our modern daily lives, we're always just running around here and there and just so busy and usually not taking time to just breathe, have that deep breath.
So why do you think these techniques work on special needs children?
Well, the qigong massage, it was actually pioneered by a medical doctor that practices Chinese medicine specifically for children with autism, and she's since done research studies finding that it's helpful with Down syndrome, sensory processing disorders, cerebral palsy. I think it's helpful for everyone, but she pioneered specific techniques because she works a lot with that population. And so it was based on her understanding of Chinese medicine and also the Chinese medicine understanding of what's going on in the body with special needs children. I know, for example, with autism, a lot of times they find that there's a block of energy at the base of the neck and that there's a lot of energy that's kind of stuck up in the head. And from a Chinese medicine perspective, and that to sensory issues under sensitivity to sound, sight, smells, touch, things like that, because the way that the brain processes the sensory input is not working properly. So in Chinese medicine, they say that all this energy that's kind of stuck in the head can lead to that. It can lead to anxiety, can lead to just problems with the brain being able to work properly. And so from a Chinese medicine perspective, there's some specific techniques that they use to really focus on helping to get the energy down from the head and clearing that energy block at the base of the neck and getting the energy to move down through the rest of the body. And a lot of times in children with autism, or adults too with autism, we see issues with liver detoxification pathways, with digestion. And so from a Chinese medicine perspective, that's basically the energy is stuck in the head and it's not getting down into the rest of the body to help all the rest of those other processes work the way that they need to. So she does use some specific techniques with that to help with that. But it's helpful for everyone. Yeah, that's a good question. Other questions?
I use it on my son. I've been using qigong on my son. He's 10 for 3 years now. He loves it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it helps, but he's a lot more verbal, a lot more aware. And so it doesn't help. He actually looks forward to it. Massage, and I do that at night. And I do that to wake him up. And he actually is more energetic, more awake. So I mean, it helps.
And she actually did publish a number of research studies. If you're interested, the website is it's www.qsti.org. I have business cards. I can write it down, or you can put it in your phone or something. So yeah, but it's qsti.org. On there, she actually has research studies. So it stands for Qigong Sensory Training Institute. So yeah, qsti.org. But she has research studies where she's actually had controlled studies where she had a waitlisted group of children that were the controls with autism, and she's also done it with Down syndrome, sensory processing disorder, and cerebral palsy, where they taught the parents to do the massage on the child every night, and they tested functionality and a lot of different aspects, and then so they had the parents do the massage every day for 5 months, and found that after 5 months of doing the massage every day, the children found improvements in language, in overall awareness, in sometimes in digestive symptoms, oftentimes improvements in sleep compared to the waitlisted control group. So yeah, so it has actually been shown in research studies. Something that's helpful actually on that website too, there's a self-care qigong DVD. So I think that's what it's just called, self-care qigong. And it's a general one for adults or for anyone, and it's really cheap. It's like $12 or something like that. But she goes through a whole qigong sequence that you can follow along. She has a DVD that you can watch, and it's really simple qigong exercises that are helpful for everybody. And it's a really nice DVD. She talks about it in terms of, for the parents of children with special needs, having something to, qigong exercise that they can do for themselves, help them be grounded, help them relax, help them deal with stress. But it's helpful for everybody. So if you go to that website, the qsti.org, and you can look for the self-care qigong and DVD, and that's really helpful too. So yeah, so that's a nice one too, where I just went through a few exercises today, but she goes through a whole sequence. It's not very long. I think it's like 15-20 minutes, but it's a nice sequence to follow.